One of the coolest things that I have seen in the encyclopedia of Way of the Hunter 2 is this right here when it's talking about improving reserves. Cleaning up your reserves in this game will actually help you get better fitness animals. Let's read the entire thing though. It says taking care of animals means taking care of their habitat. Animals won't grow up healthy if they drink poor quality water and don't have enough food. See where the animals are living for yourself. Gradually visit stations on public land and private cabins to learn where the landmarks are and to open up your map. Pay special attention to campsites, as this is where you'll find mission assignments. But then it also says, public and private property. Conditions will never be perfect in the publicly maintained lands. However, they at least adhere to certain standards. While private properties depend on their owner. While some are in decent shape, others are in dire need of proper maintenance. In certain private territories, you'll find sources of land and water pollution. These harm every animal that lives in the vicinity. Unless you fix the problem, these animals will never live up to their potential. Find every source of pollution, approach it, and fix it. It might cost a fortune, but animals in the area will grow up fitter than ever. So to me, this reads like there is some sort of reserve management system alongside the normal herd management system where you just cull out the bad bucks and gradually over time you'll get better genetics. But it seems like there might be a cap on how high the fitness of an animal can get in a given area based on the water and land pollution that's in that area. So you really do have to fix up the reserves, clean things up if you really want the animals to be as healthy as possible. At least that's how I'm reading this. And I think I may have found how you start it. I went to this NPC right here, Regina Harper, clear up in the top right, and she gave me a mission to clean up invasive plants. But if I'm remembering correctly, I believe when I was going through the dialogue, she was talking a little bit about the reserve management. So I figured this would be a great place to start if we want to try and figure out what's up with it. So let's go to those markers and we will see if this helps anything at all. I'm really curious. Well, we found it. These are the invasive plant species, so we got to take care of these. Try to remove as many as we can. I cannot jump over that, though, so we got to try and walk around. Here we go. Okay, let's get rid of these, man. Let's get rid of them. We got rid of that section. Now we will get rid of these other sections. Pretty simple. You don't have to take them, like, one by one, which is nice. It just gets rid of them all like this. Oh, we're creating a butterfly garden. Okay, well, this is kind of cool. Just swapping out the bad plants for some good plants. Okay. And we leveled up from that. Beautiful. And we got 1,000 currency as well as 40 XP, which is great. I mean, that was the easiest $1,000 we've ever made in this game. I wish I had recorded when I took the first mission, just so we'd have, like, the context of it, but now we're going to see what the next one is.
And the power of dreams?
I don't know. Always being chased by men with chainsaws in my dream. Oh, I'm sure.
Something is chasing you in reality as well. It just manifests differently in your dreams.
Okay.
I have a moose visiting me in my dreams. I walk across a mossy meadow and he appears. I freeze. He doesn't hesitate and moves slowly towards me. I keep staring into his large, glossy eyes, which are filled with a deep despair. And as he gets closer, they swallow me like a lake. I believe something is wrong with the moose of New Laurentia, and they need our help.
Okay, let's see. Maybe you need help? No, I'll just do this. Okay, what do you want me to do?
I sensed I could rely on you the moment I saw you. My husband doesn't believe me. He's been avoiding me like poison ivy. He turns a deaf ear to the sick moose and just keeps on splashing out on new clothes, glasses. Always lost in his phone, snapping pictures of himself like nothing else exists. I feel like our symbiosis just vanished. Sorry, you didn't need to know about that.
Let's just do how can I help?
Let's start by nurturing the moose near that swamp. Little by little, we'll improve their situation. And to do that, we need to help things along a little by stopping the white-tailed deer who are spreading too much and taking over the moose's resources.
Okay. So yeah, this definitely seems like this is 100% a mission that is trying to improve the reserves, which I really do like that. At least we finally figured out, I mean, it seems we figured out how to do that. So that's pretty cool. I think we'll go like probably to our tent down here and try to get some whitetail. The mission is just to harvest 3 whitetail deer with their fitness at 0.6% or lower, which I assume that that's just, they're like phrasing it weird or whatever. They're just typing it out weird. I think that means 60%. So we'll try to get some below 60% because I think that's what it wants me to do. Oh, actually, this is by far the best whitetail spot over here. Yeah, we're definitely going over here. All right, let's go for it. We're going to try a little bit of a longer shot here. This should be a pretty easy kill with this rifle. Yeah, it's going to absolutely destroy him. Smoked him. Absolutely smoked him, man. Oh, we got a few coming down the hill, too. I might want to use the binos a little bit to see what they are, though, before I actually start taking shots. So it seems like either would fit the requirement for the mission, provided, you know, this is what it's actually asking us to do, which I think it is. I think that was a good shot. I think it was facing us. Yeah, he's going down. He's down. Beautiful. All right, let's see. What is it going to do? Will it give us 1 out of the 3? Ooh, that's kind of a wonky looking one. I like that. And yes, 1 of 3. Okay, perfect. So I was right. It's just below 60%. I thought saying it is 0.6% was a little bit weird. So yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense that it's 60% or lower. Oh gosh, there's a buck right here. Hey, buddy. Well, that was a little bit more close than I expected him to be. There it is. This is just a little feller, but 56% genetics, so figured I'd take it down. Kind of a weird looking buck, but it's whatever. Let's get rid of that marker and go down here. And here he is. There is our 3rd buck. I believe this was the first one we shot, I think. Kind of a nice looking deer. I really think the whitetail might be my favorite antlered species in Way of the Hunter 2. I feel like they did quite well with them. And there we go. Mission completed. 40 XP, 1,000 currency. We are racking up the big bucks, that's for sure. Getting a good bit of money here, man. Now let's travel back here and see what the next quest is. All right, ma'am, what's next on the agenda?
Drivers and mushroom pickers have been telling me there's an unusual moose in the area. He kept approaching people, just like the moose from my dream. But 2 days ago, a car hit him. He didn't survive. I had a bad feeling about it, so I got some samples checked. The results just came in. It's brainworm. It's actually quite common. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. I must be getting old. It's a parasite that's carried by white-tailed deer. It doesn't really affect the deer at all. The trouble starts once moose get infected from white-tailed deer feces. The parasite expects the same brain topography as in whitetails. As it's browsing, it tunnels through the brain, causing untold neurological damage. The signs are weakness, fearlessness, lack of coordination, circling, deafness, impaired vision, and paralysis. Eventually, the host dies. Essentially, the moose becomes a walking zombie. It's a horrible way for an animal to die. Culling the sick moose is inevitable.
Okay, harvest the sick moose in the highlighted area on the hunting map. 03, so I assume there's 3 different ones that we need to harvest? Okay. Let's see, we've got... Oh, is there just 3 right here? Interesting. Okay, so I think best point of attack is going to be from right here. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that thing's kind of just roaming around. 23% fitness. It's literally just circling. It said we have to harvest 3 of them, so I'm not sure where the others are, but that one definitely does not look right. Oh, there's one of the other ones. Okay, so yeah, 13% fitness. Holy crap. And then this one is 23%. Yeah, we definitely need to cull out all of these. All right, where are you, buddy? We're getting very, very close. I assume that, you know, based on what this mission is, this moose, and I mean, all three of the moose are probably going to be pretty stupid. I imagine they won't really spook off too much when we're walking around near them. And it's already kind of feeling like that. Kind of seems like, yeah, he just does not care. Whoa, that one's got the wonky antlers. That one looks non-typical. That one looks non-typical. Did we get our first non-typical moose? I think we might have. I mean, it's for the mission, so I don't know if it's like guaranteed to look like this every single time. But definitely interesting. And this guy is doing something. You know, I wonder if maybe this isn't a non-typical. Maybe it's like two antlers like squished together. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys, like what you think of this. 'Cause I don't know. I mean, on the harvest screen, it's not showing as a male even. It's showing as a female, I'm pretty sure. No, it says male. I just can't check the trophy. So I assume that it's kind of bugged. Again, this is like a super early version of the game. So obviously, like, this type of stuff is going to be fixed eventually. But yeah, unfortunate that we don't get to see it in the claim screen there. Oh, gosh, that thing's pretty, man. I think we got them both good. I think. Just in case, one more shot. And a third one. And a fourth one. And a fifth one. We just need to kill it. Let's be honest. We just need to kill it. Oh gosh, in the trophy pose, it doesn't show the antlers either. I guess no trophy pose then? Yeah, we're gonna have to go with no trophy pose, it seems. Kinda hard to see our character because of all the grass, but hey, it is what it is. Still looks kind of cool. Yeah, this one shows the same thing in the harvest screen, so I'm just going to assume that's a bug and it will likely get fixed soon. And who knows, on full release, it might actually already be fixed. I'm recording this from the early access build, a day or two before this video is gonna go live. So it very well could be already fixed. I guess we'll have to see. There is the last one right here. We'll do a picture with this one too. That's kind of a better angle even. There we go. Beautiful. All those shots. Let's go. We shot it a few times, and now we're level 9. Oh, this is actually huge. Level 9 is actually huge because we just unlocked a decent magnification scope finally. I think it's like 3 to 12, which is a huge upgrade over the like 1.5 to 7 or whatever we currently have. We also just completed another mission that I didn't even realize I had going. So that's cool. Getting all the missions done today. And, oh, at the end of her missions for now, I assume that we probably have to do another mission to like trigger more from her. So, yeah. Oh, dude. So these two are now healthy instead of stable. Ooh, so that means we can hopefully finally get some better quality ones. Oh, I love that. We finally have a couple spots that say healthy. I mean, that could deliver our first 5 stars, unless it disappears, you know, next restart since it was on a mission. But I assume that this is permanently like this. If that's the case, that's pretty big, man. There it is right there, the Zoom XD Thunderstrike XR 3 to 12. This is a huge upgrade right here. Let's buy that bad boy. Beautiful. That is a massive upgrade for us, man. That is a huge upgrade. I think while we're in here, we will also buy one more tent. And we should probably think about getting another weapon. What can we buy for our current money? Oh, we're just a little bit short of getting the 30-06. Ah, man, I think I'm going to save up a little bit more because I do want this rifle. Something else I wanted to talk about that I actually found a few days ago, but just didn't remember to put it in my first video for Way of the Hunter 2. But that is the fact that if you read down here, it says harvest an animal shot with any firearm that has a suppressor installed. Now, I cannot for the life of me figure out how you even obtain a suppressor in the game, but it at least shows that if it's not in the game already, they plan to do it. I mean, that's pretty freaking cool, man. I've been waiting for a game that's actually good to do suppressors. Up until this point right here, the only hunting game that I can remember at least that even had suppressors was the Ultimate Hunting demo, and well, we know what a disaster that unfortunately was. Hopefully the full game will be better whenever it comes out, but the demo was not great. So to see that suppressors are mentioned in my opinion, a really good hunting game, that's pretty sweet. I cannot wait to figure out like how to get them. And if they're not in the game currently, I cannot wait to figure out when we're going to get them. If you guys watched the Way of the Hunter 2 demo videos that I put out, you probably remember that there is a mission, as you can see in the top left, to take down a Rocky Mountain elk with a fitness of at least 70%. And for that mission, it spawns in a 90% fitness bull. And that is what we are going to be taking down. Now, I don't know if we're going to take it out in this video, because this time I've decided to actually try and grow it to its maximum potential. Last time we just shot it the second we found it because it was for the mission. But this time around, we're going to let it grow as old as we can and then take it down in hopes of it being a 5-star. You know what? I don't think this guy matures at all. I think because it's a mission one, I don't think you can actually grow it. It has been age 13 for minimum like 8 or 9 time resets, which is obviously not what would normally happen if you're resetting time. And this is, you know, with plenty of time in between the resets, so I would be able to like pass the time to the next year. I think that because it's a mission animal, you cannot grow it. Well, we're just gonna pop it then. We're just gonna take it down. Well, there it is. There is our beautiful elk. Let's go ahead and get a trophy shot with it. Unfortunately, the lighting is not very great, so didn't get like a super good picture of it, but hey, it is what it is. Unfortunate that as far as I can tell, you can't grow this thing, because like I said, I've reset the time easily like 9 times since I first started this mission, and I've spent lots of time hunting around as well, so I wouldn't be getting like limited by anything like that. So I guess because it's a mission spawn, you just can't let it age all the way up to get you a 5-star, which is unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. Come on, buddy. Give me a shot. Kind of getting a little bit of a quartering angle. English is tough. English is tough. But I want a better angle. I think that's good. I think we got him. Yep, there he is. He's down. Well, let's see what we got here. Pretty decent little buck. It's a 2-star. Okay, so this guy grew up to be a 2-star. That's kind of nice. Good looking deer. Not bad at all, man. That is a pretty old buck right there. 10-year-old mature buck. A little bit over 50% genetics, so should probably be a 2-star, I would imagine. Think we drilled him. Let's see, what do we have here? Yep, that's a little 2-star. Pretty buck. This one was pretty even, a little bit wider than some of the other ones. Overall, not bad, man. Overall, not bad. So I think because of like the actual scoring measurements, I'm going to change from metric to imperial. I mean, obviously I'm in America, so imperial is quite a natural thing to use. But I usually in hunting games use metric because most of them are built on that system. Like the Hunter Call of the Wild was built on the metric system. Same with the Hunter Classic. It's the only thing you can use in Classic. So it's just been a habit to use it in hunting games. But I think in this scenario, I'm probably going to go imperial. Just because as we saw when I was checking the measurements of that deer, it was showing it in centimeters. And let's be honest, not as familiar with how like good of measurements that actually was because it was in centimeters and not inches. So I've decided that I'm going to go try and find some moose since they were a pretty big focal point of this video through that mission. And also, if we can, we'll go for some whitetail as well. Kind of make this a moose and whitetail video for the rest of it. Man, I really want to know what these are. What is this right here? I've been seeing a few of them throughout the reserve. I wonder, is this like some of the trash you have to clean up? Is it the pieces to build a stand or something like that? Would really like to figure that out, but there doesn't seem to be any like way to interact with it. Ooh, oh my gosh. 85% fitness. I think that is going to be our first 5-star, maybe? I believe that 85% was the cutoff in Way of the Hunter 1. So I think that's probably a 5-star. It was either 85 or 86. It was one of those numbers. Guys, let me know in the comments, is this guy going to be a 5-star? I mean, by the time you leave the comment, I may have already grown it up to its max, but let me know, do you guys think this is going to make 5-star? I think it's got a real good chance of doing so. Wow, so all of these moose zones around here say healthy. That would explain why we got a freaking 85%er there. This is just a really good area, apparently. And I got a feeling that it's because we completed that mission. Like, it has to be, right? Because, you know, obviously we took down the 3 diseased ones. We killed some of the whitetail. And it said that that was going to, like, help them. So I assume that that is what happened here. I'm going to just assume that this is the product of taking care of the reserve through those missions. Well, we've got a male moose that is definitely low enough that I kind of want to shoot it. However, it's not in a good spot. I mean, good luck actually getting a shot on this thing. I guess we'll have to just try our best. Well, that is definitely a sound. Moose sounds so weird, man. Okay, there we go. I had to be so quick there because it was moving. Jeez. We got it, though, I think. I think it was a good shot. Well, there it is. There is our first, like, official moose kill that wasn't part of a mission. Very, very cool. How much money? About 177. Absolutely smoked this thing. Once again, it's not giving me the option to actually click on trophy. Again, early access stuff. This is likely going to be fixed soon. You know, I gotta say, so far the moose are really difficult to find. Like, you don't see too many moose in Way of the Hunter 2 as far as I can tell, and when you do find them, a lot of the times it's like a solo female. I found that solo male we shot. I've seen like maybe 4 or 5 different solo females. Really only like 1 or 2 big groups. And one of them was the one that had that 85%er in it. Well, everybody, I think we're going to go ahead and end this video here, because it is going to take me a while to find all of these moose locations, it seems. They're a lot more spread out than I thought they would be. So I'm going to take some time to try and discover a lot of the locations and also to grow that potential 5-star. So hopefully in the next video on Way of the Hunter 2, we'll be taking down a giant trophy 5-star moose. But until then, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think that guy's going to be. Do you think it's going to be a 5-star? Or am I incorrect on what the percentage of fitness needs to be? Let me know. Also, let me know if you've been enjoying the Way of the Hunter 2 stuff. Be sure to subscribe, like I said. Hit the like button. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace!